us and 8 community members, because there's a place in Zimbabwe where this method of grazing has been practiced for over a decade. And there is running water, beautiful grasslands, healthy livestock, healthy wildlife. And so it was really empowering for them. They took so much away from it, and they've come back energized and inspired, because they know that if they can do this in the long term, they're going to create, a fantastic environment for wildlife and for the people. Grevy zebra in the landscape of in community-owned land, they have to drink at night, and this is because there are water points throughout the landscape, but there's an increasing population, and so all these water points are actually occupied by people and livestock during the day. And you can imagine that at night, predation obviously is a high risk if you're traveling to water and actually having to use the water. And those creches or kindergartens of foals that I talked about, we don't actually see those in Samburu because they can't do it during the day because they can't travel to water. And if they are in existence at night, a little herd of foals is going to be very vulnerable to predation. So on top of that, if we have a season where we don't get any rain, the distance between grazing and water increases. And because females need to drink every day to make the milk for nursing their foals, this sort of large-scale and frequent movement is linked to very high foal mortality because the foals are traveling as well. And so what we're trying to do is to create more water sources that are available to Grevy zebra and other wildlife. And in the long term, what we would like to do is work with communities to actually try and schedule drinking times, because we want to try and have diurnal access to water for the zebras. So it's now my pleasure to hand over to Peter, who is the Senior Manager for Grevy Zebra Trust, and he is going to explain to you more about our community programs. Karibu, Peter.
Thank you, Belle. Thank you so much, Belle, for giving us a talk on these fascinating and very beautiful, animals. One other thing that I want to highlight so much about, the communities that we are working with. I actually come from the same community, and I'm fortunate enough to have had the chance to grow from a humble background, where before I joined the school, I was able to go through a system where I go herding my father's cows in the bush. And when I was doing that, I was fascinated by the kind of ecosystem that we are sharing with this wildlife. Beautiful companions,